Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. We just wanted to do a quick video to help other people learn from some of the mistakes we're making and the learnings that we're finding being on the road. You know, we knew that when we got into this full-time RV life that we were going to have issues with the camper. It's one of those givens. If you live in one of these things full-time, things are going to break, things need to be fixed, replaced, you name it, the list goes on. And this has been one of those weeks where we have learned a lot. And so I thought I'd share a few lessons that we learned in hopes that you won't have to go through the same things we have gone through to get them fixed and spend the amount of money that we've had to spend to get RV mechanics to help us out. The first one was with the actual jacks in the front. What happened was one of the jacks wouldn't come down, and so what had happened was because I let my kids raise the jacks, if you raise them too high, the bolts, the screws in there, they bind up and then they won't come down if they get bound up too much. And sure enough, it wouldn't, so we couldn't level the camper. And so what I did was I used the jack that we would use to replace the a tire and jacked that puppy up all the way because we were on a serious hill. And that made do for a night, and then fortunately they had a local guy that works on RVs, and he came out the next day, and I mean this thing was shearing bolts off on the inside. It was so messed up, but it was just because it was bound on one side. He got it fixed in about a half hour, and boom, we were good to go. So fortunately, it could have been a lot worse than it was. Had a nice little bill from the guy to come out and fix it, but it's working and we can level our camper out. The next one was when we got here in the greater Richmond area, our hitch was stuck on the ball there. If you want to take a look at that, Connor. And that, I guess, happens occasionally because it gets bound up in there. And, you know, when you're going down the interstate and you have 17,000 pounds banging on that thing, it can happen. And this was a simple fix. Connor just took a huge hammer and banged the crap out of this. Just hit it. And boom, 3 or 4 hits, and we were able to lift the camper right off the truck. So thanks, Connor, for being a handyman there. And then the last and most recent, actually, this is more than just recent. We had electrical issues before we left when we replaced the battery, and because our lights were dimming. So if you have dimming lights in your camper, it's not a good thing. Something is going wrong, and a new battery didn't help, and now the same thing's happening and the lights are getting dimmer and dimmer. And what we have found out and what we're pretty sure of is that it's the converter. And so, third lesson, know where your converter is on your camper, okay? Now, our manual didn't show it. We looked on a bunch of videos. We had people recommending different areas to look, and we looked everywhere. So I'll show you where it wasn't with ours and then where it was. So it's not in the box you might think it would be in, next to the battery, unfortunately. It wasn't in our basement on this side with all the water stuff or where the cable is. It wasn't where the generator was or the front little basement there. We have a fire going here, or we did this morning, it's still smoking. It wasn't where the propane tanks are. It wasn't on the other side of the basement. We even took the back piece off here on the back of the refrigerator because some people in video said their converter box was there. Why, I don't know, but it wasn't there, and we kept looking. And fortunately, you know, we met this guy Harold. He's the camp manager here. He's like a father figure. Like, took us under his wing, and he's doing everything he can to help us out. It was really a huge blessing, and he was so patient, walking around this thing with me trying to figure out another person, and he recommended taking this off the circuit breaker and the fuse box, and it was not in here. Took it off, flashlight in there, and nothing. If you look over here now, you can see I took the front off of the heater, actually, that we have in the camper. Some people said it was there. It's not. We looked under the refrigerator. Wasn't there. So now I don't have many places left to look. But we are just like crazy frustrated that we couldn't find where this thing was. And so if you come down here, you can see we took the amplifier off, and it's a little silver box right back there. And so that you know what I'm talking about, we showed you a picture of it, but know where yours is. Get that lesson from us. Now I don't know how expensive those are. I think they're $200 to $400 ranging in there, but fortunately there's a guy at this campground too that does maintenance, and he's actually here today. I'm hoping he'll stop by, and if not, he'll come out tomorrow, and we'll see what that bill's going to be, because I don't do electrical work. I don't want to mess with stuff like that. I'll watch a few more videos and see, but it's not likely going to happen. Yeah, you might see some of the decorations. It's Renee's birthday today, and actually Kay took Renee out to lunch. That's where they are right now, and it's just the guys hanging out, kids playing some video games, and had some lunch together. But with that, we hope this is helpful for you. If not, if you already knew all this stuff, awesome. Feel free to laugh at us, and keep watching our videos. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to our Love to Hope newsletter as well, as we continue to share our journey and the issues that we come across and deal with when you're living in an RV full time. So with that, blessings to you all, and have a great day.